Throughout the history of Singapore, we've witnessed many milestone victories, from Mr. Lee Kuan Yew being crowned the first Prime Minister, election victories, guest of honor ceremonies, and even the most recent Olympic gold medal feat by Joseph Schooling. But what do all these historic events have in common? Today, we take a closer look at the intricate flower garlands worn at these significant events. Why do they wear them? What do they represent? And more important, who makes them?
I started in 1978. Basically, there is no institution in Singapore to teach flower making hand garlands. It's pure of passion and I did on my own. So from there, the journey starts from 1994. I got married in 1994 in February. I got an opportunity to open up a shop in June that particular year. At that point of time, I don't know what name to be named, so I did name after my wife because she brought me luck. I named after her as Anushia Flower Shop. There's one shop named called Josie's Store Flower Shop. That's where I started to learn this trade. But then there's nobody to teach. Of course, you just see and you just imagine how it could have been tied. So you just explore the knot. Then slowly I learned. Over the time, it was my passion to learn this skill, and now it become my rice bowl. All these are fresh flowers. Not all flowers can use for any other deities. Different deities got different flowers and leaves to symbolize their requirements for that particular deity. For the Indian community, very basic. When the day you're born, the day you go into coffin, you need flowers. It is a must thing in the Indian community. This is, call it tulsi leaves. This is more for the monkey god, for the money god we call Perumal. Roses normally you use for female deities. This is jasmine flowers. It's more for fragrance. And they use for all deities like female gods or male gods. This is a grass garland. Okay, this is more for Lord Ganesh, the elephant god. He is our first and foremost god to pray whether you're going to buy a new car or you're going into a new house or anything you do. He is like an obstacle clearer for the Indian community. Any festival, even whatever you do in your house, the first prayers goes to him. These kind of garlands are all artificial flowers where they use more for decorative purpose during festive time, whether it's going to be harvest festival or Indian New Year or even like more elaborated for Deepavali. These kind of artificial flowers will last longer for about a month or two, so we can still keep it there to celebrate the festive. Basically, this is the only knot you have to learn. In material of flowers, just place on top of the string. Okay, you make an anti-clockwise, but the bottom stick just go in. You're going to get a knot. You are going to get a knot. Yes.
Going to get a knot.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Can we time? Oh my goodness. So was it like that when you made it for Lee Kuan Yew also?
Yes. I did make garland for the late Prime Minister Mr. Lee Kuan Yew way back in early 90s for one of the election rallies. I've done for Mr. Goh Chok Tong, the current Prime Minister Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. Changi Airport Group did call me to make a garland for Joseph Schooling. It was in the morning, 8:30 a.m. I thought it's a crank call. So when they called me, I say, is it possible, can I do an orchid garland because it is our national flower? Since he has won a gold medal for Singapore, can we put a golden ribbon in the garland itself to symbolize it's a gold medal for him? He wore the garland and I saw the pictures in the TV, in CNA, in news everywhere. I mean, it was quite a self-satisfaction that this garland was made by me and with my hands. Sometimes I work for 20 hours because some wedding garlands are very sophisticated. The biggest problem is funeral. So funeral you can't expect, you can't book them early advance. So like person who deceased today, they just call me, I need flowers, garlands for funeral which will take place the next day. So of course there is not much of a holiday for me because they need the flowers for the funeral.
So
So are you looking for an apprentice?
I'm really willing to teach them. I went to this prison halfway house for 5 years to teach them hand skill. The experience is really very good, but then the sad part, none of them want to work.
Your sons do know how to do this, right?
Not really. I got no workers, but I got 2 boys who are helping me in a different platform. They are more into social media. Currently, they're in Facebook, Instagram. But then, said and done again, I only have a pair of hands. But the sad thing, I can't even succeed one Singaporean to learn this skill and to be employed. யாராவது இருக்கீங்களா அந்த தொழிலை வந்து படிக்கிறதுக்கு கைத்தொழில் கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு எப்படி பூ கட்டுறதுன்னு